Okay, so, you guys probably haven't noticed, but on my channel, um, I don't have a coming out story. Like you probably have noticed that I talk a lot about being bisexual and other sexualities and stuff, but I haven't talked about my coming out story. Um, See, there's a reason why. Last night, was the 14th of February, which is Valentine's Day, and that's when I came out to my parents. Yeah, like I've told my friends and some strangers in school. Like I'm pretty much open about it at school, but I was always afraid that my parents would totally reject me if I ever told them. So I kind of didn't tell them when I found out myself. So I'm gonna tell you guys my coming out story. Alright, now I know I kinda look like crap, like with my Mountain Dew boy shirt on. I'm sorry. I have a dance practice today for my play practice. Okay, so moving on. Last night it was Valentine's Day, and we were like searching everywhere for a restaurant, but once again one of my parents forgot to make a reservation somewhere, so we pretty much just went to Wendy's. Well, we were ordering, and then we were talking about this boy who's my friend who has a crush on someone and wouldn't tell me. So I was so I told my mom and my dad, don't worry, it's not me, he told me. And plus, I don't even like him, I like someone else. So then they're like, who do you like? And I'm like, I like this girl, Ada. And my mom's like, you like a girl? And then she didn't talk for a while, and then we sat down in a booth, and then she kind of lectured me, but not. See, this is what happened. We sat down, and then we started talking about lesbians. And my mom was like, you know that if you date a girl, you're a lesbian. I'm like, no, I would be in a lesbian relationship, but I will always be bisexual. So we talked about that for like a couple of minutes, and then we just stopped talking the entire like 20 minutes or whatever that we were at Wendy's. So then we went into the car and we drove around, and then we were on the highway, and then my mom started talking about it again. And my dad didn't say anything this entire time, and he still hasn't said anything about it today. And today's the 15th. Singles Day! Um, but, what was I gonna say? Okay, so she started talking about this, and I kind of started yelling at her because I know I'm not confused. I know who I am. I know who I like and who I don't like, and I'm like final with it. I've known since 7th grade, and I'm in 9th grade now, and I'm not confused about it anymore. I'm just final with it. The thing is she was confused. So she was like, "Are you straight or are you gay?" And I'm like, "I'm not homosexual and I'm not straight. I am bisexual. It's an actual sexuality, Mom. You can like boys and girls. It's called bisexuality." And I guess she was confused about that, and she was like, well, last year you liked this girl, and I'm like, yeah, but I also liked this other guy who I've liked since kindergarten, then I've liked this girl since 7th grade, so yeah, I'm bisexual. So then she was like, you know that if you're bisexual, you're gay and straight, and then after that, I just stopped talking, because I didn't want to argue with her anymore, because I know who I am, and I know that and I'm sorry if that stopped recording. I have to keep pressing on my computer screen or else it'll shut off. I know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. I know that I like girls, and I know that I like guys. Because ever since I was little, I've always had like this little tiny crush on this guy because we got the same scrape on the elbow because he fell off a big toy that was at our school, and I fell off the swings doing an underdoggy. If you don't know what that is, that's when someone like pushes you like forward, and then backwards, and forward again, and then backwards, and you go, and and then you have to eventually jump off, and I jumped off a little too soon and I scraped my elbow because I have no hand-eye coordination or eye-feet coordination, so yeah, no coordination here. Um, so yeah, I liked him ever since kindergarten, and then when I met this girl in 7th grade, and she had like this big heartbreak between her and her boyfriend, and she was bisexual too, and I just liked her, and then in 8th grade I was going to ask her out, and a whole bunch of drama went down, and I was just heartbroken, and then this year I finally realized I need to stop obsessing and focus on me. And I'm an independent person, I finally know who I am, and I'm happy with who I am. I am bisexual. I like girls and I like guys, and I am okay with who I am. And if you're not, then I don't care. So then my mom is like, but don't you have a friend who doesn't, you said that if someone didn't understand you or didn't want to understand you, that you wouldn't be friends with them or have anything to do with them. And then she was like, don't you have someone like that? And like, you mean Crystal? Yeah, she's kind of homophobic. Like, she doesn't like gay or bisexual commitment, but she's okay with talking about guys and girls with me. Like, we can talk about, oh, look at her cute butt, oh, look at his cute butt, oh my gosh, they're so cute. Like, we can talk about these things with each other because we're okay with it. And if my mom is not okay with it, I don't really care. Sorry, mommy. Um, she said that she was okay with who I am, and I'm happy. But now I kind of have to tell my grandparents. And I haven't seen my Mimi and my Papa since I was 12, because they weren't at my 13th birthday party. And my great grandma Mary, she is really religious. Like, I accidentally said the F word, and she told me to say 3 prayers every day until I finally was forgiven. And I prayed 3 times one day, and then I was like, I'm forgiven. So yeah. And then my grandma Nancy, and then my Uncle Brian. I'm just like, my Uncle Brian, I feel like he's okay with it because I think he kind of knew, because I used to like talk to him about girls. Like, I used to talk about girls with him and guys with him, and he was like totally okay with it. But now he's like in Pennsylvania, and I barely get to see him anymore. So that kind of makes me sad because he was always the person I used to talk to about stuff. And then my grandma Nancy, I guess she would kind of understand, but I feel like she wouldn't understand. Like, she would be like my mother and be confused. And then my grandma Peg, I don't know what she feels about that stuff. And then my grandma Kathy and my grandpa Glenn, I don't know what they'll think about that stuff either, because I don't really know a lot about them. Like, about gay people. And my grandpa Larry and my grandma Laura, I'm pretty sure that they're okay with gay people and bisexual people, because my great uncle, my grandma Laura's brother, is gay. Like, he has a partner. And we're all okay with it. And I'm pretty sure that my grandma Nancy's okay with it, but I'm not positive of that. So yeah, my coming out story. It's not really complete because I've already told my friends about this and they're totally okay with it. I don't even need to explain it. It's just pretty much just like, hey, by the way, I'm bisexual, and they're just like, cool. So what do you think about that girl over there? Like, that's pretty much all it's about, is with friends. But with family, they have to like lecture you about it, and then make sure that you know that you're sure. And I'm positive about it. So I pretty much just have to tell my grandparents. That's gonna be hard, because it took me, let's see, there's 2 years in every school year, sort of. Right, so 7th grade I knew, and then 8th grade, and it's 9th grade, and then add a year, because there's a year in between each of these, so just add 1 year. So I've known for about like 4 years, maybe? I don't know how long that is. Sorry, can't do math. I think my computer just glitched. So yeah, I'm gonna go do something. Probably do my little school assignment I'm supposed to do. If you don't know who this is, you are insane. This is Ricky Martin. I'm probably gonna do that, or I'm gonna practice my my Munchkin part for or my beautician part. Or I could probably practice my chorus thing. So in chorus class we're doing Carmina Burana. It goes like, oh Fortuna, velut luna, statuaria bilis. But I am a second soprano, so I'm pretty much an alto and then a soprano, and he's trying to make me sing coloratura, which is way higher than first soprano. It's like, so yeah, if that hurt your ears, I'm really sorry. My eardrums and my throat, my vocal cords are just like, what are you doing to me? They're like all like bunched up. Like as I've been getting older, my voice has actually been getting lower. So I can probably sing the tenor part like, oh Fortuna, velut luna, star. And my computer stopped recording. But yeah, so I pretty much I'm like a girl and a guy when it comes to singing and talking, because I can talk like a guy. So yeah, it's weird. Alright, I'm gonna go. Bye, suckers. I love you. Ah.